nothing anyone in the galaxy can do!
What if the ruler of the galaxy was the same man, cloned over and over, for centuries? What if that ruler believed he was a god, but couldn't even trust his own DNA? Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Welcome to the world of Foundation, where Brother Day, the face of the Empire, is both a symbol of strength and a ticking time bomb. From political mind games to religious manipulation, from bombing planets to walking holy spirals, Brother Day is one of the most compelling characters in sci-fi television today. But here's the twist: he doesn't exist in the original books. So, who exactly is Brother Day? How does he evolve over the series? And how does this clone emperor compare to his original book counterpart? Let's dive into the layers of power, paranoia, and politics that define Brother Day.
What kind of idiots are you? 1,000!
What is the genetic dynasty? Before we break down individual Brother Days, we need to understand the structure of the genetic dynasty. At any given time, there are always three Cleons: Brother Dawn, the youngest and heir-in-training, Brother Day, the current ruling emperor, and Brother Dusk, the elder advisor who has passed on the crown. When Dusk grows too old, he becomes Brother Darkness and is euthanized, and the cycle begins anew. This is how the Empire preserves continuity, an endless loop of the same man ruling again and again. But what happens when the clone isn't perfect anymore?
Our world will live on!
Cleon XII, the first Brother Day we meet. Our first real introduction to Brother Day is through Cleon XII, portrayed brilliantly by Lee Pace. And let's be honest, Lee Pace brings gravity and grandeur to the role like no one else could. This day rules during the early days of the Foundation, when Harry Seldon first makes his dire predictions that the Galactic Empire will fall within 500 years. Now, Cleon XII doesn't take this lightly. He's wary of Seldon, but he's also cunning. Instead of outright executing him, he exiles Seldon and his followers to the edge of the galaxy, to Terminus. If Seldon is right, the Foundation might become a tool to preserve the Empire's legacy. And if he's wrong, well, it dies in obscurity. But soon after, tragedy strikes. The terrorist attack on the Star Bridge kills millions, including members of Cleon's own family. His response is brutal: orbital bombardments of Anacreon and Thespis. This is not just retaliation, it's a calculated show of imperial might. The message? Don't mess with the Empire. But beneath this surface, there's fear. Fear that Seldon might be right. Fear that the Empire is already slipping. The next generation, Cleon XIII's day. As Cleon XII ages into Brother Dusk, the next clone, Cleon XIII, becomes Brother Day, and his approach is even more radical. He inherits an empire in crisis. Religious tensions are rising, especially after the death of Luminism leader Proxima Opal. Zephyr Halima, a contender for Proxima, challenges the legitimacy of the Cleon clones, saying they have no soul because the soul cleaves only to unique individuals. For an empire founded on eternal continuity, that's a dangerous idea. But this Brother Day is not content to sit on Tranta like his predecessors. Breaking centuries of tradition, he leaves the safety of the imperial capital to attend Opal's funeral on the planet Maiden. It's here that he walks the spiral, a dangerous religious pilgrimage meant to test the faith of believers. He emerges claiming a false vision that supports his view that clones do have souls. But this is all politics. Behind the scenes, he orders Demerzel to assassinate Zephyr Halima to eliminate the threat. For the first time, we see a Cleon who's not just maintaining the Empire, he's actively reshaping it.
The dynasty bent. Just a little.
The Dawn Crisis and cracks in the dynasty. While Day is off dealing with religion, trouble brews back home. Brother Dawn, the youngest clone, has been genetically altered. He's colorblind, emotionally expressive, and even falls in love. In short, he's not like the others. He's human. Brother Dusk finds out and demands his execution. But Day, freshly returned from his spiritual journey, hesitates. He sees the potential in difference, in adaptation. He even considers letting Dawn live. But the genetic dynasty isn't built for deviation. In a chilling twist, Demerzel, bound by loyalty to the Empire above all, kills Dawn herself. And just like that, a new dawn is decanted by morning. Still, The cracks are undeniable. If Dawn was tampered with, how can they be sure Day and Dusk weren't too?
If the Galactic Council discovers our dynastic
Galactic
thread is
Council
broken,
need never
we
know.
are
We
through!
could learn from...
Enter Cleon 17, ending the dynasty? Fast forward to Cleon 17, another Brother Day, and maybe the most revolutionary of them all. By now, the idea of clone perfection is crumbling. Political unrest, religious resistance, and military rebellion plague the galaxy. The math of psychohistory seems more real than ever. This Brother Day makes a drastic decision. He wants to end the genetic dynasty. Yes, you heard that right. He proposes marriage to Queen Sareth of Cloud Dominion. Not for love, for legacy. He wants to have natural-born children, to restart the Empire with a bloodline untainted by cloning errors. It's a bold move, but also a dangerous one. His relationship with Demerzel, who is not only his closest aide but also his secret lover, becomes strained. She supports the marriage, but it's clear she's manipulating events behind the scenes. Her loyalty is to the Empire, not to any one clone. The fall of Day. Brother Day's ambition doesn't end there. He wants to deal with the Foundation once and for all. After years of believing Terminus was destroyed, he discovers it still thrives, and worse, has allied with Spacers. He leads the Empire's fleet himself, again leaving Trantor. On Terminus, he finds a community not of rebels, but believers. Believers in psychohistory, in Harry Seldon. In frustration, Day orders the complete destruction of Terminus using the warship Invictus. The Foundation appears wiped from existence. But it's all a trap. Hober Mallow and Harry Seldon anticipated Day's every move. A fleet-wide sabotage cripples the Empire's forces. In the chaos, Day tries to kill Hober, only for Bel Rios to use the castling device to swap places with him. Day is launched into the vacuum of space. Just like that, the reign of Cleon 17 ends, not with triumph, but with betrayal.
Commandeered the Invictus within the hour. We are taking the
Brother Day in the books, Cleon I. So, how does all of this compare to the Foundation books? Well, here's the twist. There is no Brother Day in the original novels. Instead, we meet Cleon I, the last emperor of the Entun dynasty. He is less a godlike ruler and more a bureaucrat. He's not interested in power games or dominance. In fact, he's almost passive, a man surrounded by layers of protocol, isolated from the reality of his crumbling empire. The real power behind the throne is Ito Demerzel, Cleon's chief of staff, who, in the books, is revealed to be a robot named Ardaniel Olivor. He's manipulating the course of human history for millennia, guiding it towards stability and survival. In the books, Cleon I supports Harry Seldon's psychohistory project because he sees it as a stabilizing tool, not a threat. There's no dramatic conflict, no exile, and certainly no galactic-scale war. It's more subtle, political intrigue over flashy action. So, why the change? Why the show changed Brother Day. Brother Day, as seen in the Apple TV Plus series, is a fictional invention, a character designed to bring the philosophical themes of Asimov's novels into dramatic conflict. The genetic dynasty is not canon in the books. It's a device that lets the show explore ideas like identity, determinism, and power through a sci-fi lens. What happens when the same person rules the galaxy forever? Can a clone really change? And is perfection a strength, or a fatal flaw? Brother Day represents both the grandeur and the fragility of the Empire. He's confident, ruthless, seductive, but every decision he makes pushes the Empire closer to collapse. He tries to defy Harry Seldon's math, but in doing so, only proves it right. That's the tragic irony of Brother Day.
Enough! You want of stagnation?
Our nerdy thoughts. From Cleon 12 to Cleon 17, Brother Day is more than just a title. He's the embodiment of a system struggling to survive change. He wants to be seen as a god, but he's just a man trapped in a cycle of his own making. And as we've seen, even clones with all the power in the galaxy can fall victim to fear, ego, and fate. Whether he's bombing planets, walking religious spirals, or facing the wrath of Harry Seldon, Brother Day remains one of the most complex and fascinating characters in Foundation. And with each new clone, the question remains, can the Empire endure? Or is Brother Day just another face in the inevitable fall of civilization? Only time and psychohistory will tell.
Looking for a sign, I guess.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.